Wait. Just hear me out for like a minute before you watch the rest of the video. I know what you're thinking. And let me just say, I made the script for this video and recorded the audio for this video well before we were told that the National Dex won't be coming in Pokemon Sword and Shield, okay? I'll leave the evidence for the Google Docs up here so you guys know what I'm saying is true. But I recorded the script and audio for this well in advance, okay? And if you're familiar with my channel, you'd know that I took a year's break from YouTube. Now, of course, in between that time, I could have easily made and uploaded this video, but I decided not to because I didn't want to add fuel to the fire of the whole National Dex thing. It was such a big deal, and it was such a big thing in the community, and there was something telling me to get this Regional Pokedex video out. Well, like as soon as the idea came in my head, it's like, get it out as soon as possible. In hindsight, I probably should have, because it would have blown up if I got it out then. But I decided not to at that time because I didn't want to add to fuel to that fire. And I know this topic is still there, but I decided to upload it this time. One, because in my schedule I need one extra day of content, and I already have this, so it's just like, might as well. And second thing is, now I think it's settled down a bit to the point where we can think this is kind of funny that, we don't have the National Dex anymore and we're only going through with a Regional Pokedex. Yeah, I thought it would be a good idea. So, despite what the thumbnail says, this is going to be every Pokemon that has made it into every Regional Dex before Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'll let past me explain the details of the video, but if you guys do enjoy this video, please let me know, because I can make one, potentially an updated one, for Sword and Shield and the respective DLCs. So yeah, that's gonna be that. Thanks for listening. I hope you didn't put a comment down below saying skip to the 2-minute mark when the video starts, because this was pretty important. Or else, I know everyone's gonna comment in the comment section down below saying Sword and Shield or something like this. There's something like Okay, you guys enjoy. Take care. Bye bye. I'm back. I'll give you a proper update later. With every generation of Pokemon, we get new Pokemon added to the Pokedex, and with different Pokedexes being native to different regions, not every Pokemon makes it into the roster until the National Dex. However, there have been a few Pokemon that have made it into every single regional Pokedex since their origin. Now, of course, the only Pokemon that could be in every single Pokedex would be the Pokemon from the Kanto region, as they're the only Pokemon that have been around since the beginning of the franchise. But to make things fair, the Pokemon only has to appear in the regional Pokedexes that came to be after the Pokemon's first appearance in the main series games. So if Lucario makes it onto the list, but isn't in Heart Gold or Soul Silver's regional Dex, that's because even though Heart Gold and Soul Silver came after Diamond and Pearl, the Johto Dex was established 2 generations before the Sinnoh Dex. So as long as Lucario makes it into Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos, and Alola's regional Dexes, then it's made it onto the list. We also have a few special rules for certain regions. Unova has both the Unova Dex as well as the new Unova Dex, and for this video, we're only going to be taking a look at the new Unova Dex. Cause, well, if we took the Unova Dex into account, then every Pokemon before the 5th generation immediately gets kicked off the list. As for Sinnoh, we have an extension to the old Diamond and Pearl Dex in Platinum. It's literally just an extension of Pokemon that should have been there from the beginning, so I'll be looking at the Platinum Dex as the main one. Though I will make mention of the Pokemon that are exclusive to Platinum and unobtainable in Diamond and Pearl at the end of every segment. As for Alola, we have 2 different regional Dexes, one for Sun and Moon and another for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Since both Pokedexes include a good number of Pokemon from other regions, I'll mainly be taking Sun and Moon's Dex into account here, as these Pokemon have made it into both versions of the Dex. However, I will be sure to let you guys know of the Pokemon that are exclusive to the Alola Dex in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, that have also made it to all the prior regional Dexes as well. Sound good? Alright. So, with everything finally out of the way, let's get started with the video. Starting off with the list, we have 6 Pokemon from 3 different families from the Kanto region that have made it into every single regional Pokedex from the time they've existed. In other words, you can get all these Pokemon with ease in whatever generation of Pokemon you choose to play. And these Pokemon are Zubat, Golbat, Psyduck, Golduck, Magnemite, and Magneton. I think it comes as no surprise to most of you that the Zubat family made the list, cause they're pretty much the bane of every single cave in the Pokemon world. The Psyduck and Magnemite families though, are a bit of a surprise. I have a feeling the Psyduck family has only made it this far because it's Junichi Masuda's favorite Pokemon, and the Magnemite family could just be because they needed a basic electric type Pokemon for every generation. But in Gen 4, the family was Platinum exclusive. They did get a type change as well as an evolution as the generations went on. But they weren't the only family from this list to receive a future evolution. You'd think that out of every region, Kanto will be the one to have the least number of Pokemon here, cause as the generations go on, it becomes harder and harder to incorporate old Pokemon into new regional dexes. But no, it's actually the Johto region. Sure, Generation 1 and 2 aren't that far apart from each other. And heck, Kanto and Johto aren't too far apart from each other either. But still, it does come as a surprise to me that the only Johto Pokemon to make it into every regional Pokedex is Crobat. Not even a Pokemon that's native to the Johto family, but an evolution of an existing Kanto family. Now, to be fair, we also have Heracross, who starts off our list of Pokemon that aren't in the Alola Dex, but make it into the new Alola Dex in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So we do have at least one Johto Pokemon that we see frequently, and a great one at that. But nevertheless, it was quite the surprise to say the least. Another surprise came from the Hoenn region. We have just as many families here as we do in the Kanto region, but we still have less Pokemon than the Kanto region, as we have Wingull, Pelipper, Nosepass, and Absol. Now after thinking about it, the Wingull family kinda made themselves staples within the Pokemon world. They're some of the primary Pokemon to help deliver mail, so I guess it's not that big of a surprise that they made it in. Absol is the disaster Pokemon, and with the lore surrounding it, and its ability to let people know when disaster strikes, I guess you need one in every region. And Nosepass, I don't know what to say about Nosepass, but my friends tell me that I kinda look like a Nosepass, so I guess I'm a popular guy in every region. Now that we're done with the first 3 regions, we start to see a lot more Pokemon that have consistently made it into the games. But surprisingly with Sinnoh, a lot of these Pokemon are evolutions of prior Pokemon that haven't made the list yet. Although there are a few original families as well. Drifloon, Drifblim, Riolu, Lucario, Weavile, Magnezone, Leafeon, Glaceon, and Probopass have stayed consistent for the last 4 generations. Considering that the Drifloon line steals children, it's kinda shocking that Game Freak managed to keep them here for this long. But it makes so much sense as to why Lucario has been around, as it's one of the most popular Pokemon. It's looking like it will be around for Galar as well. Weavile is our first instance of an evolution of an old Pokemon staying consistent, but considering that it's a cool Ice type and Cyrus is Ace, it makes sense. Magnezone, Leafeon, Glaceon, and Probopass are all Platinum exclusive mons, as they're a part of the expanded Pokedex. But again, I think they should have been there from the start. Magnezone and Probopass are evolutions of existing families on this list, but as for Leafeon and Glaceon, I'm sure that Eevee and all of its evolutions would have stayed consistent if the original Hoenn games just had a day and night feature. Licky Licky is also another Pokemon that was a part of the Platinum expansion. However, it and Mantike are both only a part of the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Alola Dex. Again, 2 Pokemon that probably should have been a part of the Sinnoh Dex from the get-go. Some of you may be wondering why I'm choosing to cover the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Pokemon separately, and with Unova, I hope it's clear as to why I'm doing so, because we've been covering a lot more Pokemon from here. For all the Pokemon that have made it into every regional Pokedex from Unova, we have Roggenrola, Boldore, Gigalith, Sandile, Krokorok, Krookodile, Trubbish, Garbodor, Vanillite, Vanillish, Vanillux, Emolga, and Alomomola. I'm not sure how the Roggenrola line made it in so consistently, and not the Timber line, cause, you know, I thought they were sort of counterparts. But considering the Sandile's family's popularity, I'm not too surprised with their inclusion on the list. The Trubbish line has probably been added so frequently because they're simply a trash bag, or because Game Freak is trying their best to make everyone fall in love with them. The same applies to the Vanillite family, except this time they're ice cream cones. And I'm not sure why Emolga and Alomomola are here, but they did beat Luvdisc and the old Pikachu clones. For Ultra Sun and Moon exclusive Pokemon, we have Basculin, Scraggy, Scrafty, Zorua, Zoroark, Mienfoo, Mienshao, Druddigon, Golett, Golurk, Pawniard, and Bisharp. We have a lot of cool Pokemon here that were added to the new Alola Dex, and a lot of cool dark types. I feel as if some of these Pokemon should have been in Sun and Moon itself, but hey, hopefully they appear in the Galar Pokedex. And with the large amount of Pokemon, I hope you get why I separated the categories. But if you didn't understand with Unova, then you'll definitely understand with Kalos, because we literally have half the Kalos Pokemon on this list. And why wouldn't we? The more time that passes from a generation, the less likely we are to consistently see the same Pokemon from that generation. They've only been around for 2 generations, so it makes sense that we'd see most of them again. This time around, we have Fletchling, Fletchinder, Talonflame, Pancham, Pangoro, Sylveon, Carbink, Goomy, Sliggoo, Goodra, Klefki, Phantump, Trevenant, and for our only legendary Pokemon on this list, we have Zygarde. See, Zygarde does have something. I'm sure you guys were expecting to see a lot more Pokemon, but don't worry, we'll see them in a bit. The Fletchling line had a lot of tweaks done to them with their Gale Wings ability, so there's a chance that they were added into the games because it's something to do with that. Alola is kinda exotic, and so are pandas. It's not in every region that you see the Pancham family walking down your street. As the newest evolution, you knew that Sylveon would make it on this list for sure, but Carbink may have been a bit of a surprise. Maybe they just needed more fairy type Pokemon. As for the Goomy line, Alola did have a lot of the pseudo legendaries within the region, so they fit right in. Klefki could also just be because they needed fairy types within the region. The Phantump line though, does come to me as a slight surprise. Aren't they supposed to be counterparts to the Pumpkaboo line? Where are they? But above all, Zygarde makes the most sense here. After all, it pretty much had more going for it in Alola than it did in Kalos. And for the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon exclusive Pokemon, we have Litleo, Pyroar, Flabebe, Floette, Florges, Furfurou, Inkay, Malamar, Skrelp, Dragalge, Clauncher, Clawitzer, Tyrunt, Tyrantrum, Amura, Aurorus, Halucha, Dedenne, Noibat, and Noivern. See, now you see what I mean by half of the Kalos Dex. Together, it's literally half of the Dex. To be honest, I'm not surprised that all these Pokemon were added solely into the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon version of the Alola Dex. If you ask me, the Sun and Moon Dex was the established Alola Dex. The Pokemon that do and should belong to Alola. With the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Dex, they probably added a bunch more Pokemon to make them accessible to us, because they were popular, or simply because they needed to. And since Kalos and Alola are so different from each other, when it comes to culture and climate, adding a bunch of Kalos Pokemon to the more flexible Alola Dex makes a lot of sense. Finally, we have the Alola region. And for Alolan Pokemon that made it into all of the Pokedexes from their origin, we have all of them, obviously. They all made it on the list because they were all just introduced to us. Although we do have Melton and Melmetal. Melton and Melmetal may be Gen 7 Pokemon, but they definitely aren't Pokemon from the Alola region. So there's that. But with that, those are all the Pokemon that have made into every regional Pokedex within the main series of games. A list that's more than likely subject to change when we get the Galar Pokedex with Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Yep. It's a pretty ironic video. So if you guys did enjoy it, like I said earlier, please do let me know if you want to see more of this kind of content. If you want to see the updated version for Sword and Shield and the respective DLCs, I can make a video like this just for them. But if you guys did enjoy, please hit a bunch of like button. If you didn't, hit that dislike button, let me know, and please do comment down below what your thoughts and opinions of this video, whether you thought it was appropriate for me to upload at this time, or whether, you know, if it was okay, if it wasn't okay, if it was something you guys want to see or not. I'd like to know, because it's a little ambiguous for me. But besides that, I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. It was kind of difficult putting all of the Gen 6 Pokemon on one frame, but besides that, it was a fun time. It was nice to see how many Pokemon have been there so consistently throughout the years. But yeah, I have more videos coming your way. Again, a proper update will be coming out probably sometime, I think exactly next week from this video. I'll have a proper update video. So yeah, I'll be sure to see you guys then, alright? Take care of yourselves, have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys on the next video, alright? Take care, bye!